Check 1 2 1 2. Yes, it is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Y'all know what that means on Hump Day. Welcome to Pizzles Picks. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I am, of course, your host, Don P. Pizzle Pod Guy, Uncle Pod. No, I don't like Uncle Pod, so don't call me that. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank everybody who tuned in to Club Pizzle Happy Hour last night. Had a lot of fun doing that again. Thank everybody who tuned in to last Saturday's live stream. Thank everybody for their support in general. While y'all in the support mood, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. Feedback is encouraged. Share. Just feedback. Everything, man. Anything. Most important, subscribe. All my YouTube people, all my Spotify people. Like, subscribe, share the show. That's pretty much it, man. We are going to get right into these picks. We got college football. We got NFL football. And most importantly, and last but not least, I should say, we got WWE PLE Wrestlepalooza right here on this Sunday. First PLE, WWE PLE on ESPN. So without further ado, man, let's get to these college picks. It is week 4 in college football. Jesus, this time is flying. I'm going to be doing playoff. I'm going to be doing stuff with the playoffs in a couple of weeks. This is flying. Y'all see what happened last week. Last week was such a great and compelling weekend. Some great games. Georgia, Tennessee, Notre Dame, Texas A&M. Great ball games. Balled out like teams was balling out. Clemson, Georgia Tech with on the upset side. I mean, I ain't going to talk about my Hurricanes romping in the middle of this, but my Hurricanes did run. Yes, the hell did. So let's get started, man. These are Friday night's games. Tulsa at Oklahoma State. Now, looking at a lot of these games, there are some teams that I don't get an opportunity to watch or even get some type of gauge of until they pop up during this picks list. I know about Oklahoma State. I know they went out to Oregon and got their butts kicked. I still am going to go with Oklahoma State here against Tulsa. I think Mike Gundy still has enough talent to beat their in-state brethren. I don't know how big of a rivalry this is, but give me the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Friday night as well, Iowa at Rutgers. A Big Ten battle. This still feels funny calling this a Big Ten battle. Because it's Rutgers, for crying out loud. Rutgers is a Big East team, or at least the ACC team. But whatever, it is what it is. I'm going to take Iowa. Their defense is that great that this offense really only has to score 17 to 20 points, and I think they'll do that against Rutgers. Saturday slate starting. The Syracuse Orange travel to take on Clemson. Clemson is fighting for their playoff lives starting this Saturday. They have to win and win and win and win and win. They're 1-2. So they have to get this one against Syracuse. Syracuse has been one of those teams. Their coach is doing a lot of talking and a lot of wolfing. A lot of people think that it's a problem. I don't care. Give me Clemson at home in Death Valley over Syracuse by 10. SMU at TCU. Give me SMU here. The jury's still out on them, whether they're an anomaly or not. They do have a lot of talent down there. That team does ball. Rhett Lashley has that team all together, and that team is doing it. Them, along with Florida State and Miami at the top of the ACC, We're going to see how that plays out through this year. Miami does play SMU, but I'm taking SMU on the road here. Number 17, Texas travels to take on number 16, Utah. This is one of the big games this week. One of the biggest games of the week. Big 12 playoff, Big 12 championship implications, college football playoff implications attached to this game. I picked Utah at the beginning of the season to go through the Big 12. And the journey starts here. Give me Utah at home. Shout out to Kyle Whittingham and that Utah youth team. He has not missed a stride since Urban Meyer left. Utah has been competitive, and Utah has been on the brains and in the brains of college football. Like they get busy. Give me Utah. Arkansas travels to take on Memphis. Give me Arkansas in this game. Pig Suey. SEC, well, not an SEC battle, but UAB travels to take on number 15 Tennessee. Tennessee is looking to bounce back from that disappointing loss last week. I think Joey Aguilar is going to continue his great, stupendous. He is balling. And meanwhile, the guy that replaced him at Tennessee, at UCLA, whom he replaced at Tennessee, is struggling. Poor UCLA. Give me Tennessee in this game. Joey Aguilar bounces back. The Civil War, Oregon State travels to take on number 6, Oregon. Oregon wins this game by a lot. Hopefully this isn't a trap game. And that's crazy. You got the rivalry game, and then they got Penn State next week. This is a trap game for them. But Dan Lanning in Oregon, they don't fall into traps. This team was undefeated in the regular season last year. They were number 1 team in the country for most of the year. That doesn't stop. Like, they continue their regular season streak. They continue whatever streak they have over their in-state rivals and former conference rivals. So give me Oregon by a lot. Michigan travels to take on Nebraska. This is a very intriguing game. I am going to have eyes on this game. This game is, oh my God. Can Dylan Raiola be Dylan Raiola? Is Nebraska's offense explosive enough? Can Dana Holgorsen, Nebraska offensive coordinator Dana Holgorsen, does he have what it takes? Does he have what it takes to lead Nebraska over Michigan? I say no. I'm taking Michigan on the road here. Auburn, number 22 Auburn at number 11 Oklahoma SEC showdown. Jackson Arnold. I'm taking Oklahoma in this game, but Auburn could take this game, but it's gonna be a good one. SEC battle. It still seems funny to say that too. Tulane at number 13, Ole Miss. I wanted to pick Tulane so bad in this game for the upset, but I didn't. I got Ole Miss in this game. I was say Tulane is one of those dark horses. They could make the playoff if they get this game. If they can pull a rabbit out of their hat and go down to Oxford and beat Ole Miss. I'm taking Ole Miss, though. Purdue at number 24, Notre Dame. Notre Dame is looking to get their first win of the season in week 4. That is funny. I think they get that win here. Purdue isn't that good. Purdue sucks. I'm not even going to hold you. North Carolina travels to take on Central Florida. Bill Belichick, 2 straight wins after losing their first game. I'm taking UCF at home. I think there's more talent on UCF. They get this game by 2 scores or more. West Virginia travels to take on Georgia Tech. These two teams are fresh off of very emotional victories. West Virginia win in the backyard brawl, and Rich Rodriguez's return to that rivalry. And Georgia Tech, number 18 in the country, fresh off a win over Clemson, Giant Killers. I am going to one of these teams is due for a letdown. I'm going with Georgia Tech for the win. At home, they are tough in their house. South Carolina looking to bounce back. They travel to take on number 23 ranked Missouri. Now, I'm not sure of Lenore Seller's status for this game. I don't think it really matters. I think Missouri has a lot of firepower, and I think they're going to take this one. So give me Missouri. Florida travels to take on the number 4 Miami Hurricanes. Come on, man. Y'all already know what I'm picking. Give me them Canes, and give me them Canes by a lot. And I got DJ Lagway throwing like 3 interceptions. That's what he does. On the road, down there. Give me my Hurricanes, man. I'm telling y'all. The Miami Hurricanes look great. They almost look better than they did last year. Seriously. Number 9, Illinois travels to take on number 19, Indiana. Indiana playoff team from last year. Illinois ranked in the top 10 for the first time since God knows when. I'm going to take Illinois on the road. I think Illinois is legit. Give me Brett Bielema and the Fighting Illini. And that's another Big Ten team in the top 10 with Ohio State, Penn State, and Oregon. That's 4. I'm up there. I'm going to take the Illini there. Should be a good game. Hopefully it's a good game. And finally, Michigan State travels to take on number 25 USC. The Spartans versus the Trojans. There should be some type of a rivalry trophy or some type of trophy attached to these two teams, especially now that they're playing in the same conference. Get us the Sparta, the Sparta Troy, the Troy of Sparta, some type of something with these two teams. Spartans, Trojans, come on, USC, come on, Michigan State. If they don't have it, they need to have it. But that being said, I'm going with USC to win this game. So to recap, I got Oklahoma State over Tulsa, Iowa over Rutgers, Clemson over Syracuse, SMU over TCU, Utah over Texas Tech, Arkansas over Memphis, Tennessee over UAB, Oregon over Oregon State, Michigan over Nebraska, Oklahoma over Auburn, Ole Miss over Tulane, Notre Dame over Purdue, UCF over North Carolina, that's the game I skipped. James Madison travels to take on Liberty. I'm going with Liberty in that game. So Liberty over James Madison, Georgia Tech over West Virginia, Missouri over South Carolina, Miami over Florida, Illinois over Indiana, and USC over Michigan. Pizzles College Picks, ladies and gentlemen. NFL picks. I ain't got no pen on me. Hold on. Let's get it, man. Week 3 of the NFL. Starting on tomorrow night, the Miami Dolphins travel to take on the Buffalo Bills. Give me Joshua Patrick Allen and the Buffalo Bills. The Miami Dolphins are a mess. The Miami Dolphins are a hot mess. They look absolutely, positively horrible. And I don't think Mike McDaniel's going to have his job after this year. It's so funny. I got a funny-ass scenario, and I won't say anything yet, but I got a funny-ass scenario there. The Green Bay Packers travel to take on the Cleveland Browns. Now, everything that I've been seeing is telling, like everything that we've seen all year. The Green Bay Packers offense is clicking. The Green Bay Packers defense looks scary as ever, and the Cleveland Browns just look horrible. Give me Green Bay on the road here. I think this is the week that the Cleveland Browns are wearing their brand new all brown uniforms with the brown helmet. They're probably gonna look good, but they're probably gonna look good, but they're not gonna look good. I got Green Bay, and I got Green Bay by quite a few. The Indianapolis Colts travel to take on the Tennessee Titans. AFC South game, good division game. I'm going to go with the Colts to start off 3-0 until Danny Dimes shows me that he is going to look like crap. I'm going with Danny Dimes. The Cincinnati Bengals travel to take on the Minnesota Vikings, a battle of two teams whose both quarterbacks will be out. Joe Burrow is out for 3 months with toe surgery, and J.J. McCarthy is week to week with a high ankle sprain. I'm going to go with the Vikings here. Just give me the Vikings. It's a home game. I'm in doubt, pick the home team. The Pittsburgh Steelers travel to take on the New England Patriots. That debacle that the Steelers had last week, it's like, all right, that's telltale. I'm going to take New England. Give me Coach Vrabel and the Patriots there. One of the best games of this week, the Los Angeles Rams travel to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Give me the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles in that game. The Las Vegas, no. We skipping one. The New York Jets travel to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Give me Baker Mayfield and them damn Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Jets are without Justin Fields. He's been ruled out, and Tyrod Taylor is starting. That's funny. 2 former Browns quarterbacks are going to be starting in this game. Holy moly. The Las Vegas Raiders travel to take on the Washington Commanders. Y'all know my motto. Y'all know what I say. Traveling from west to east is difficult. I am going to go with the Commanders. Even though Jaden Daniels' status is still uncertain, I'll take whoever their backup quarterback is over Geno Smith. I'm not going to get into a Geno Smith rant right here. Don't you guys worry. The Atlanta Falcons travel to take on the Carolina Panthers. What I saw from the Atlanta Falcons defense last week is making me question a couple of things. I got the Falcons here. They stymied the Minnesota Vikings. That was impressive to see them do that. That was highly impressive. The Houston Texans travel to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Texans are 0-2, but they lost to the two teams they lost to are currently 2-0. This going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Going with the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud, he gets them off the schneid and gets the dub on the road. The Denver Broncos take on the LA Chargers. The Broncos, coming off that heartbreaking loss, the Chargers are balling. Give me the Chargers to go 3-0 and 3-0 in the division. They start the year with 3 division games. This will get you a kickstart of your division. The New Orleans Saints travel to take on the Seattle Seahawks. The Saints are bad. The Saints suck. They stink. I love Spencer Rattler, but that team is horrible. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. The Dallas Cowboys travel to take on the Chicago Bears. The Bears suck. I'm not fond of the Cowboys, but got to pick a team. Can't go with a tie. Give me the Dallas Cowboys. NFC West battle. The Arizona Cardinals travel to take on the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going to go with the Niners at home. Seeing Mac Jones, the way he operated last week, I'm comfortable with continuing the 49ers to keep up their winning ways until Brock Purdy gets back. I'm fine with that. The Kansas City Chiefs, this is the Sunday night game. The Kansas City Chiefs travel to take on the New York Giants. Give me Kansas City. Give me Pat Mahomes to get himself off the schneid and not go 0-3 There's no way that I see it. Like, Russell Wilson, you're not going to get it done, buddy. We are not. Nope. Sorry. Not sorry. Chiefs by a lot. So to recap, give me Buffalo over Miami, Green Bay over Cleveland, Indianapolis over Tennessee, Minnesota over Cincinnati, New England over Pittsburgh, Philly over the LA Rams, Tampa over the New York Football Jets, Washington over Las Vegas, Atlanta over Carolina, Houston over Jacksonville, the LA Chargers over Denver, Seattle over New Orleans, Dallas over Chicago, San Francisco over Arizona, Kansas City over the New York Giants, and Monday night, the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. I am going to take the Detroit Lions in a high-scoring affair. Ladies and gentlemen, Pizzles Pro Picks. Now, usually I'm done after that, but we got extras this week. We got something extra. Fresh off of SummerSlam, WWE presents Wrestlepalooza. It is the first WWE premium live event that will be shown live on ESPN. They've made it a big deal. They are advertising the living hell out of it. And there's 5 big matches on this card. And remember, I'm recording this Wednesday. I don't know if they're going to add a match on Friday. They're good for doing that. They did me like that for the last PLE. They added the Street Profits. They added the tag team match. And by the way, I will be recapping Wrestlepalooza on Tuesday on Club Pizzle Happy Hour. Now, let's get to this match card. The Usos, the reunited Usos, take on the Bronze from the Vision, Bron Breakker and Big Bronson Reed. Now, if y'all have watched Monday Night Raw, seen the Usos getting back together, they're teasing Jey Uso turning a lot of I don't think he turns. I think he's just angry. He hasn't had his championship, losing his title, and he can't count on anybody but family. So he got Big Bro with him, Big Jim with him. But we saw what happened on Monday night. He's telling him, like, dog, you sound like Roman, and I'm going to take this match because I want to take this match, yada, yada, yada. I think that alone gives the edge to the Bronze. And the Bronze need a win. Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker need a win here. Keep this feud. And I think this is not the end of this feud. I think the Bronze win it. And I think the Vision has a 4th member come out. I still don't know who it could be. Austin Theory hasn't been around in a while. Wouldn't be Oba, wouldn't be Trick, wouldn't be none of those guys. I think it's gonna be a young somebody if they bring in a member, and I think they are going to add a 4th member because sometimes Survivor Series, you're going to have a matchup with the Vision and the Bloodline with the OTC and Jacob. By the way, where is Jacob? And I think Jacob is going to be that. It's going to be a 4-on-4, maybe a War Games situation with the Vision and the Bloodline. We'll see. But give me the Bronze to win this. Women's championship, vacant women's championship on the line. Io Sky takes on Stephanie Vaquer. I think everything that they have been doing for the last few months is pointing towards Stephanie Vaquer winning this women's world championship. Once Naomi went on maternity leave, I think it went in motion because I don't think they would have taken that title off of her had she gone up against Naomi. But I'm taking Stephanie Vaquer to win this match. I love her. We're going to see the on the ESPN. It's going to be crazy. Booker T should be in the building for that. Hopefully Booker T's in the building for that. Mixed tag match. CM Punk and a returning AJ Lee take on Seth freaking Rollins and Becky freaking Lynch. I'm going with Punk and AJ here. And that's to advance the story, and that's to set a lot of things up. I do think at some point, and maybe at Clash, not Clash, but whatever the next PLE is it Crown Jewel? Whatever the next PLE is, you got a Punk and Seth one-on-one match, or you have AJ versus Becky for the Intercontinental Championship. And I think that's I think that's down the pipeline. I think Punk and AJ win. I think AJ pins Becky, give her that welcome back pin, give her that welcome back pop. So yeah. WWE Championship on the line. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Now, this feud has felt a little funky because Cody has been gone for so long after winning the championship. He just got back last Friday. He's probably going to be on SmackDown this Friday to be able to talk. I got Cody. And I got Randy Orton attacking him at some point in the night. Maybe after this match or maybe on SmackDown next week. But I'm taking Cody to win the title and keep the title. I just don't know or see anyone besides a heel Randy Orton that would take that title from Cody Rhodes. And where does it go from there? I don't know. Maybe Priest, maybe Alistair. Or if Drew gets the win here, like, where do you go? Like, like this is September. So WrestleMania is shaping up. And I'm just trying to go down the list and looking and seeing, like, all right, who can possibly be WrestleMania? Unless we get Cody and Orton way down the line at Mania. But I'm taking Cody. And finally, and this is probably going to be the main event and the show closer, John Cena on his farewell tour. He has 6 more appearances. And this is one of them, going up against his greatest rival, what they say. I think his greatest rival is Edge or Randy Orton, but Brock Lesnar. Returning Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar came back at SummerSlam and beat up Cena, and they've been going back and forth. He interrupted Sami Zayn in the U.S. Challenge, and then bam. And so this matchup is probably going to be the main event. I'm taking Cena. I think Cena goes out and wins this match, and then whatever his next match. I think the only match Cena's going to lose from this point on is his final match on Saturday night's main event in December. I think his last appearance is his last match, he's going to lose. So to recap, I got Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed over the Usos. I got Stephanie Vaquer over Io Sky to win the vacant women's world championship. CM Punk and AJ Lee over Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Cody Rhodes retaining his championship over Drew McIntyre. And I got John Cena over Brock Lesnar. I think we're going to see some returning guys. Maybe Ilya Dragunov pops back up. Maybe we get Gunther back. I mean, I think Gunther's injured, but I think we get Gunther back at some point. It's going to be maybe the final boss shows up. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, Pizzles Picks. Want to thank y'all for tuning in to Pizzles Picks. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for Club Pizzle. I am going to talk about those damn Cleveland Browns and the Ohio State Buckeyes. And what have the Cleveland Cavaliers done going into this season that has raised my eyebrows. Tune in tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Pizzles Picks. I am Pizzle, and I am out. Peace.